Can somebody send me a link to her page so I can see what her final ascension looks like? Dragon Palace. Unpaintable Beauty. How did we end up... Because we were over here. Even if the rivers flow out, we must have floated for a long time. Section 12. Thank you, Infinity. 4-star Zerker. 4th Ascension level. I'm gonna just exit out of that. Because that's, that is something. That is something. Where the heck am I? Oh, good. You're up, Master. How are you feeling? Does it hurt anywhere? Just a bit of a headache. I think that's because you weren't getting any action for a bit. Know what you do for injuries like this? Ouchies, be gone! Pat, pat. Did that help? Anyway, I'm glad you woke up so fast. My lap must be a super comfy pillow, huh? Oh, God. Mash, I did not want this. I swear. Turtle Palace, Soul will quickly steal the pearl. And I'm not much of a thief, you know? Aside for Mash's heart. Aw, no need to be embarrassed. My prayer is more likely to have had healing properties than your lap, Astolfo. By the way, Penth canonically refuses to be summoned as an adult. Why is that, Phoenix? Good morning, Master. Infinity, why? I'm glad you weren't injured. Come on, another day awaits. Wait, Vegas. Soul's not quite so durable as you are. We should first give him time to grasp the situation at hand. Can you stand, Soul? You seem alright to me. Good. Can't have you dying on me just yet. Indeed, not dying is truly a wonderful thing. Sees her adult self as a shameful existence. Why's that? Doing whatever I can to turn Mash into a yandere? Oh, Infinity, you act like Mash isn't a yandere. Let me sit down and collect myself for a bit. Yeah, where are you? What happened? Our ship was destroyed in the aftermath of the battle, and we were all washed overboard, including you. Of course, we tried to pull you out of the water, but the river's current was kinda weird. I mean, it'd have to be right. Normally it'd be pretty easy for a servant to hop on in and bring their master back to shore. But instead, we were unable to fight back against the current and ended up here. And unfortunately, none of us is clear on where here is. Given the river's flow and the lay of the land, I believe we must be somewhere in the East Lake, but I'm afraid that is all I can say. I would have never guessed a place like this could exist here. I mean, a castle in the middle of the lake? There appears to be a dome of some sort surrounding this palace, providing us with air. I imagine it's a form of magecraft. What a strange place this is. I'm not even sure what to call it. Underwater castle? Lake bottom castle? The Dragon Palace. Achilles called her adult self as beautiful after their duel. She sees it as a blotch to her warrior pride, entire reason for her Madness Enhancement EX. Wow. Damn. Achilles. That doesn't sound like something Achilles... Why? Granted, my only experience of Achilles is from Apocrypha, but that's... I don't know. That seems like a little bit of an extreme reaction, maybe. I mean, unless Achilles was completely mocking her and saying it, like saying, you're so beautiful, why are you a warrior when you would be better served in my bed, or something like that. I mean, that I could possibly see, but if it was just calling her beautiful, then I don't know. Oh, hey, I remember that palace. Didn't Toto tell us about it one time over rice, with a side of rice? I know it too. It's a place that appears in old Japanese tale. I think Toto said he'd been there once too, but I don't know. Okay, the Dragon Palace it is. Now, anyway, see anything weird, Master? Hey, Master, you might want to take a look at that rock under your butt. Under my butt. I've been sitting on Megalos. Please don't hurt me. No need to worry, Soul. He's not moving anymore. Since he'd been gravely wounded in our prior battle, the other berserker, Phantasms, right? Anyway, that must have given her enough of an advantage to come out on top. That said, the last time I saw her, she was covered in cuts and bruises, and yet somehow he still doesn't have a scratch on him. It's odd that he has not disappeared, but instead appears to have simply ceased functioning. I am uncertain whether he will awaken or not, but for the moment he no longer poses a danger. Of course, we could always lop off his head now, just to be certain. Sorry, but even as I am now, my warrior's pride simply won't permit that. Feels just strong to you, eh? I can understand. At any rate, we have left him out here to serve as your chair for the time being. Nope. That is the proper response. Because Achilles didn't fight her seriously after he saw her face. Okay. Okay, so Achilles, when he was fighting her seriously, when he saw she was a woman, he stopped fighting her seriously, still beat her, and as he beat her, not only because he wasn't taking her seriously, but he also called her beautiful, it damaged her pride. Okay, I can somewhat see that. But again, nope.
So, now what? There are fewer resistance members now than ever. Only a few of them washed up here with us.
Well, now that Master's woken up and all, how about we explore this palace thing? I mean, we gotta get out of here and all, and there could be some even cool treasure inside.
Ha! Treasure, huh? I like the sound of that. I certainly wouldn't mind finding some sort of trinket that could turn the tide for us.
Why don't we ask Mash? Hey, Mash! Oh yes, I almost forgot to mention this. Unfortunately, it seems we have temporarily cut off from Chaldea, so we cannot ask them anything. Of course, I do not know if it is because we are underwater or if there is something else. Regardless, I also believe we should explore this palace, Master. Standing around chit-chatting certainly won't get us anywhere. In that case, no need for that? Oh boy, who now? Ah, you. Who? Who are you? Who are you? Who? Ryder and Acha. So, I want to bring assassins. So, Shutin and Tama. Keep Astolfo with us, but Shutin Doji and Tamo no Mai with the Golden Sumo. There we go. Mo? I don't know. Okay. No need for that. You. The Hoot. She's alive? Oh yeah, no body, no death. We only saw her get up swept in waves. She must have got swept down here just like us. Drifted here? No, I always knew about this place. This is another paradise of mine. It's my last bastion, something I kept on hand in case Ease was ever destroyed. I was planning to rest here when my injuries healed and my magical energy was replenished. But then you came along. What are all you doing here? I've been waiting for what feels like an eternity. I wanted to take something so badly, but there was nothing here to take. Yes, that's right. I didn't lord over the dull, nightless city, where its subjects suppressed their desires, nor did I command the Amazons of El Dorado, a tribe so barbaric they wouldn't get soft an isle if it jumped up and bit them. I was the beautiful ruler of Ease. I brought my people happiness by insisting that none deny herself. So why did I end up like this? I think she's just a little off. Indeed, she appears rather distraught. You mean to take from me? No, that won't be happening. I'm the one who'll be doing the taking. I will deny myself no longer. In fact, doing so would be wrong. That, I believe, is the key to happiness. So I will take your freedom, your dignity, your vitality, your hope. I will take you to bed. That's a way to end a rant. My head hurts. I'm a taker. That is how it should be. How any pirate should be. Man, woman, I don't care. I just want to take someone to bed. I have no need of pride or ambition, nor do I need hope or purpose. I do not need bravery. I don't need courage. All I need is to plunder. So I refuse to wait any longer. I am going to take you from myself. Soon you shall all be mine. Huh?
Looks like she's finally showing her true colors. Still.
Yep, she's nuts. If she's gonna attack, we'll have to fight back. Give us your orders, master. Yeah, she's crazy. She's cuckoo loco. She's currently probably a code red yandere right now, I'd say. Oh god, these things. I hate these things so much. Their whole enemy type is annoying.
God.
Get as much MP as we can, while we can. Tama's good. Her NP won't do much here. But maybe it'll do something against Hail Hydra there. Okay. You think you don't actually know what a yandere is and just call anyone that's insane a yan? No, I know what a yandere is. I do just call women who are insane a yan. I will freely admit that. I will freely admit that. Anybody... It's probably a little stereotypical, you know, to do that, but, sometimes the assumptions are not terribly wrong. I know Kiyohime is a yandere. I definitely know that much after seeing her Bond 10 Summer CE, I think. Which is, you know... Hey, what was that for, Infinity? What did I do to deserve to get shot? Also, what should I apply Tamomo's debuff on? Dahoot or the Hydra? What do you guys think? Will Dahoot go down from a single shoot an NP? / will the Hydra go down from an NP to Tama charge? Without the defense down. Opinions, suggestions, comments, concerns. Should I hold it, maybe? I'm gonna take a drink because I am actually getting thirsty and I'm out of pop. Penalty for what, Infinity? I did nothing wrong and you can prove nothing. I think I'm gonna just save it. I'm going to do it like this. We can hope that the Hydra is a male enemy. For getting stuff wrong, but it's intentional. It's not considered a male enemy, so Tamamama didn't get an overcharge. But it is almost dead. Again! Stop shooting me. It hurts. Fine. Dahoot is not a yandere. There we go. I've corrected myself. The who is not a Yan. Penthesilia? Maybe one for Achilles, though. I don't know for certain. She wants to be the only one that can kill him. And yanderes are like, if I can't have you, no one will. That or she's just a straight psycho. Which, you know, I could see that too. Ooh. That hurt. Again? I said she's just a straight psycho. Ooh, Voyager of the Storm. Danger, danger, danger. But she doesn't... Why would she Voyager of the Storm if she doesn't keep the NP boost? That doesn't make sense. That's weird. Fine, Kyo is the only canonical yandere in the game. Maybe Raiko as well, but only for Kentoki. That's a little bit more debatable, sort of up into interpretation. Better? Also, I think we might have it this turn. I don't think I have a Matrix A, do I? I don't. Okay. So, won't be a perfect 100% Quattro, but it's better than nothing. Sweet, delicious water. When you're out of caffeine. Whoa! That was an attack. That wasn't, though. I think we've got this. No issues or tissues. Good job, shooting. Nah. Oh, we got monuments. And the mysterious divine wine. Delicious. Oh no, I've just lost the wine because shooting was there when I got that drop. She's probably already taken it from me. Ugh. That wound is fatal. Victory is ours. Huh? What the hell's all this? Finally get this fog out of my head, but now everything's all weird. And what's with these clothes? Definitely not my kind of style. Drake? Huh? I feel like you and I have met before somewhere. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I knew what I was getting into when I decided to be a pirate. If we lose a fight, we lose our treasure. That's just how it works. I'd rather it was a treasure map that makes you jump through all sorts of hoops and find booty, but it looks like I don't get any say in that. I guess I'm out of the grand adventure game for the time being. Here, it ain't much, but why don't you take this box with you? Hey, you were sure using this thing when we fought, right? What's it do? Well, if I know. Just kind of had it on me. All I can tell you now is that it's treasure I found here. You ought to be able to find some more in that castle over there. Since you managed to beat me, you get to use them how you see fit. Yay, if someone's feeling generous. Well, I guess you were all about the whole take thing and didn't care much about what you'd already took. So I guess it kind of makes sense you just give it up away. What are you talking about? I was just wasting the treasure I take as totally awesomely as I can. If I hadn't lost, I'd be blowing it all on booze and drinking every last drop. This sucks. I only just got here and now I've got to go again. Bye, Drake. What was that? don't know.
Whatever she was, she's gone now. The big question is, what's inside the box? Let's see now.
I don't want to grow old just yet.
Grow old? Huh?
It's alright. I was watching the Hoot use it, and I don't think opening it would cause any sudden aging. In fact, I believe it is the Tamatebako. Maybe just be like exactly what we need. I have no idea what that is, or even if I butchered the name / pronunciation. Another no battle. Unpaintable beauty. Well, I have read many books. While I am unsure of the details, I believe I have an idea of what this place is. I believe you know it as well, Sol. Urashima Taro, the Dragon Palace, Otohime, and the Tamatebako. Read about it in a picture book. Sure. Otohime, the princess of the Undersea Dragon Palace, invited Urashi Taro to her palace and gave him the Tamatebako when he returned to land. Also, sure, let's go with that. Then what's the point? Indeed, that would make no sense whatsoever. Therefore, I believe the correct interpretation is that it was not meant to be opened lightly. In other words, the Tamatebako is most likely something that can only be used once. And so when the Urashima Taro returned to land and learned that far more time had passed than what he had experienced in the Dragon Palace, he opened the Tamatebako in desperation and transformed into an old man. Or so the story goes. However, I think his sadness over how much older others have grown may have been the reason why he opened the box. That is to say, his transformation occurred because he wanted to reconcile the differences in the time that passed for himself and the outside world. He wished to become old. It's a grail! Exactly, he wished for it. If you might permit me to make an intuitive leap. Tamatebako grants wishes. I believe they contain a mass of highly concentrated magical energy that can be used in any way the wishmaker desires. The Tamatebako senses the wish of the one who opens it, then uses its vast magical energy as fuel to create the desired phenomena. In essence, I believe you can think of them as single-use wish granters. Okay, so basically, they're not actually physical items, but super-duper magical energy doodads that can be used for anything? Essentially, yes, though I imagine there are still some limits on what they can do. Of course, if a mage or servant who could make full use of that magical energy were to open one, it would probably serve as a function closer to Soul's command spells than a wish granter. Nice if we found a single-use command spell. Sounds great. Sure. Now I see, so the Hoot must have been using one simply to enhance her strength. In her case, that was likely the only option she had available, but I would imagine we could find any number of alternative uses for it. Oh, nice! I bet we could do really cool stuff with it. Like, can we use it to power my noble phantasm we can't normally use? We won't know unless we try, but I believe it would be a worthy attempt. If it works, we may be able to safely employ techniques we may normally avoid using so as to not drain Master's magical energy. Still, too bad you can only use it once, though it does make sense. Can't expect things to keep drinking liquid from the same bottle forever, after all.
Given what Hoot was saying, maybe there are more Tamatebakos to be found in that palace place. And if they are single use, if we can get several of them, they should be plenty useful, right? Looks like our luck is finally changing. Like I always say, you never know what might happen as long as you don't give up. Turns out my ship sinking wasn't such a bad thing after all. Not that I'd want to go through it again, though.
Fo-fo!
Hang on. I think I just got an idea as to how we can go about fighting back.
Great. What is it?
Shara, you're a caster, right? Let me ask you this. Oh. If you had the magical energy from one of these wish granter command spell things, do you think you'd be able to put the reins on this guy?
I suppose that would depend on what form such a thing would take, and how it might be used.
I'm not talking about anything complicated, just something like a simple contract. As long as you start obeying a few basic commands, that'd do. Attack, stop attacking, go forward, stay, that sort of thing. It'd be nice if you could get him to tell a friend from foe, but that's asking too much. Oh well.
So you mean to use Megalos as a military asset for our side?
If there's a chance we can use him, then we should. That would give us a real chance at victory. After all, our only other assets as we are now, are servants and those men who were lucky enough to be washed up here with us. and there are precious few of us left. Right, I mean, Mr. Columbus, we never could have come this far without you. We'll stick with you to the end. Besides, it's not like we have a home to go back to anymore. We'll do whatever you say. Thank you, man. So how about it, Castor? If a simple command system would suffice, yes, I believe it's possible, but it would not be without risks. And if we are to do this, we must hurry. He seems to be waking up, however, slowly. In a sense, it feels almost as if he is rebooting.
Rebooting in commands, huh? I mean, I know he's kind of more like a wild beast than a guy, but the idea of using a great hero like some kind of sort of robo-zombie thing just seems kind of wrong to me. Of course, I kind of doubt we could just talk him over to our side. What do you say, Master? Yeah, we need Megalos power. If that is what you decide, Master, we will accept it. But do be careful, Shadahara. One simple contract, please. I'm not saying I trust her, because I don't trust that, she didn't actually lead us into a trap, even if she does seem kind of afraid of dying.
Whoa, hang on there. Of course there's gonna be risks. That's why I'll be the one to forge this contract. You don't want to see your master's body blown to bits if something goes wrong, right? Simple or not, whoever forges this contract is going to be magically linked to this creature. None of us who really has any idea of what that could do. If something happened to Master, all you servants contracted him would be gone too. But I'm just a rogue servant. This way, if anything happens, it'll affect me and me alone.
Well, true, but... yeah. You shouldn't be blown to bits, Columbus. You're cool.
Don't worry about it. I don't plan on it. I think I've got plenty good chance of success. After all, I've always had good luck. I was lucky enough to get the money I needed for my voyage, lucky enough to actually cross the Atlantic, and lucky enough to make it back in one piece. There's two things I'm confident about. It's my tenacity and my luck. Hell, they're all I've got. Now come on, Shahara. We're running out of time.
Very well. Yep, if anything goes wrong, stop. Of course, I very much hope that nobody dies, especially me. Very well, then. I shall open this first Tamatobako and begin the spell. Master, we found a lifeboat! I knew there had to be one around here. If it's in some kind of bubble thing, but I still think we can use my riding skill to drive, or pilot it. Well done. Here, have one of the candies I apparently carry with me. Hey, wait, isn't that how you thanked Zetienne that one time? Oh well, still yummy. It makes sense that Dahoot would have at least one, and likely more, means to escape if she planned on using this place as a hidden fortress. Now we should be able to return to the surface. Let's go look around the castle and have great news! It's full of monsters. Dahoot must have released them to serve as guard dogs. How is that great news? Really, I think this is much better than just looking around for more Tamatobakos. It'll keep things interesting if nothing else, and it should also make for good training. I cannot fathom why someone would put themselves in such danger. You could end up dead.
Anyway, these Tamatobako are a precious resource. The more we can gather, the more they'll be later. So I'd like to find as many as we can before we return to the surface. That is, assuming there are any left.
Indeed, as long as we spent searching this place for Tamatobako, and when we depart to the surface, well, that I leave for Master to decide. No matter when we return, please do keep this in mind. Once we return...
That's right. Once we return, that's when we men who don't know when to give up strike back.
And look who's on our side now. We got a Megalos. We got a Mega. Oh, a Megalos. Oh, a Mega. Oh, a Megalos. Los. I am very clearly a little tired. If I'm making up... or trying to rap or whatever I was trying to do. Decisive battle in El Dorado. Only 2 nodes. Awesome! No battles. Cool. Your Majesty, are you alright? Are you feeling ill? That smell. The smell of Achilles. But something's not right. It's too potent. Where's it coming from? Not me. I'm not stinky. Okie dokie, this is our stop. Up we go!
Perfect positioning. Now take us ashore. We'll charge it as fast as we can, just as soon as we disembark. Look, the golden heart of El Dorado is right in front of us. We've got him by the throat now.
Master! Can you hear me, Master? Please, come in. Huh? Sounds like my trusty Kohai. Kohai. This is your trusty Kohai, Master. It's me, Mash Firelight. Oh, thank goodness. Foe! I'm so glad you're alright, Master. You too, Foe. I've been trying to reach you all this time, and it looks like our connection's finally fixed.
It's as I told you, Miss Firelight. Those technical difficulties were merely temporary. There's no cause for concern.
Holmes! I was wondering where the heck he's been.
Yes, well, I was planning on relaxing with my pipe in my quarters. But when one is told that the Master is in danger, that all Chaldea's resources must be mustered to resolve the situation post-haste, and that one would be a heartless beast if one were to refuse to offer assistance in this time of crisis, one tends to feel obligated to comply. Though I was adamant from the start that they were making a big to-do for nothing, as there never was any issue with your vital signs. At this moment, my only conclusion is that she cares for you a great deal.
Aww, Mash. We've been down in the Dragon Palace all this time. A connection must have been reestablished once we emerged from the water. Dragon Palace? I have so many questions, but for now... Yes, let's start with that big fellow who just appears to have just joined your side. Impressed. How did you pull that off? Well, it's a long story. You see, there was this place with this thing and these people. Dragon Palace in Matabako. So that's what you discovered when you were out of contact. And this is where all Columbus's idea, huh? Everything okay, you two? Yeah. Yes, Master, it's fine. There's nothing we can do about it at this point.
The entire world miles beneath the ground, Sounds like something out of Jalus Venonade novel. As something of an explorer myself, this idea certainly piques my interest. And it would hardly be sporting of me to haggle over my fee if I were to leave after merely confirming the communications were back online. So I think I shall continue to listen to this tale of an underground world for the time being. Were it not I won't do anything out of turn to help bring this tale's conclusion, though I may venture an opinion if I start to feel bored. Okay, enough talking. We need to hurry if we're going to take out the Amazon Queen once and for all. Come on, let's get inside and put the plane into motion, before the other Amazons get here.
Alright, then please tell us the plan on the way. We'll help you out as much as we can. Indeed, I'd better tell you what I can while we have the chance. And what is it that you have to tell me? What?
Hey there, Queenie. We're back.
Achilles, you dare show yourself before me once again? I've not forgotten what you did to me. Only your death will set right the humiliation I suffered at your hands in Troy. So I will kill you myself, as I was before I ever joined that accursed war.
How odd. I've never seen her keep her cool in front of Meglos like this. Maybe it's got something to do with the contract keeping his bloodlust in check.
Well, she's not making a whole lot of sense. Yeah, no telling when she's going berserk, so guard up. We must remain vigilant. She may appear as a young girl, but she's in fact a highly skilled warrior. Appear as a young girl? Well said, Achilles. That is why I now will be the one to kill you. Sounds like she thinks everyone is Achilles now. She doesn't find it strange she's saying more than one of him. If I'm right about that, she may have completely lost her mind. Achilles, I know why you're here. You mean to become my subordinates again, don't you? You shall not have that chance. This time victory shall be ours. Listen once more to this fearsome war cry. The war cry that caused the Achaeans to throw down their swords and beg for their lives in terror. I am so glad I had my volume turned down more. Otherwise, that would have hurt. Those voices, I can still hear them even from this distance. It's just like before, the war cry that causes ordinary Amazons to go berserk. Yes, rage, my children, let that rage pour out of you. That is the key to awakening our divine blood, the blood of our father, Ares. You cannot win this time, Achilles. You will die by my hand, but that is not all. During the Battle of Troy, I had but 12 warriors at my side, but now my warriors of El Dorado number no less than 100 times that. You are hopelessly outmatched in every way. Anyway, the sort of nation that we're trying to create is like a single organism where the mighty stand on top and all others follow their lead, unquestioningly formidable opponent. You're gonna head out now? Alright, Infinity, thanks for stopping by. It's been a pleasure having you. I'm gonna try and push through this, but I know I can't be going much longer because I have to go to bed early and I still need to shower yet if I want to get some good sleep, hopefully.
Hey, don't stop now. We expected this to happen.
Once again, thanks for stopping by, man.
We've got no choice but to stick with the plan.
Alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to stand around getting all googly-eyed over this. I do have some concerns about leaving the rest of you here, but I suppose there's nothing to be done. Fergus, Scheherazade, Master. We should return as soon as we have concluded our business, so do be careful. See you later. Aw, come on, Master, don't say stuff like that. Great, sounds like you're trying to come up with the stoic last words, believing you won't see us again. Okay, bye for now. Not a care in the world between them, huh? Well, that's just like them. Well, one of them, at least. I was amazed when I heard they volunteered for this. I can practically hear their determination behind that fappy front, even just over this transmission. I have no doubt they'll see their task through to the end. So let's trust them and do our best to do what we need to do to get done here, Master. I can't believe it. I could never do such a thing. I've been far too scared of dying. What do those truly mean? To hold back so many Amazons all on their own? I mean, if they can do it, then kudos to them. Stavo does have his hippogriff, after all. And that's pretty potent.
And yeah, I can probably charm them.
Okay. So, Columbus or Scheherazade? Columbus. Swap a party. So, we're knowing we're up against El Dorado. We'll take MHXA. We'll take... Should we just take Tama? I think Tama might be the best choice here. Yeah, Tama might be the best choice I've got here. MHXA Tama. Let's do this. That's a lot of yelling, yep. This is gonna suck. But that is May. Someone has told the Amazons at bay, while the others will have no chance to defeat Penthesilea. Even with the Megalos on their side, they'd be overwhelmed in sheer terms of numbers. Yeah, I know, but are you sure you're good with this Knight of the White Lily? Usually when people ask me to do stuff, it's a little lighthearted stuff, you know, like, please, I'm in trouble and I need your help. Not so much the super serious head-to-head life or death battle things. So really, I'm fine with this. But this kinda isn't your thing. You're all about using your sword to protect Master, right? Indeed, but at this moment I happen to be the right person in the right place. And besides... Huh? I may never get another good chance to say this, so I will say it now. Astolfo, you're one of the 12 paladins of Charlemagne, a hero to the kingdom of the Franks. Tales of your exploits lulled me to sleep as a child. Not for you and the other paladins, the kingdom of France may never have existed, and none of us would have ever been born. Your paladins paved the way for the other knights of France who followed in your footsteps. In a way, you are the exemplar for all we wish to be. You really think so? And now that I stand by your side, standing down an army of hundreds, it truly feels as though I become a part of one of those true stories myself. It may be immodest of me to be so under these circumstances, but if I might be frank, I am positively overflowing with excitement. Haha, immodest, huh? Sounds great to me. Well, speaking as your great exemplar who may not be the sharpest bulb in the toolbox, I'll say it's fine to enjoy yourself whenever you can. So, how about we get going? It's just the two of us and one big audience, so let's give one hell of a show. Indeed, now is the time to open the Tama Tobacco. All wish to make use of our secret noble phantasms. Secret noble phantasms? Oh no, what are they? Huh? Ah, so much shouting. It's too bad they don't use a battle song, especially when on par with the Red Saber or the Dragon Maiden. Hey! If they had a song as destructive as that, I might have been able to play along with my horn flute thing. I got this magical instrument from Logista, of which I know. Normally I can't use it, but with this much magical energy, I can get in at least one good shot. I hope you all enjoyed as much as those food-stealing harpies did. Alright then, time to go big or go home. La Black Luna. So incredibly loud. If I hadn't prepared myself, I should have think what might have happened to me. Good, that blew a lot of them away. Now let's see. Huh? What happened to our war cry? Aw, shoot, I was hoping that'd be enough to scare them all off. Well, it may not have set them running, but it does seem to have neutralized the war cry. The berserk state seems to have faltered in consequence. Well done. Now it seems that I am up next. Never mind the war cry. We're only up against two opponents. Let's show them our fury. You know us. I'm afraid you're mistaken. You are the ones who will be enjoying the show. You are about to witness the bloom of the great lily on this very battlefield. This white lily is the night to which I have dedicated my life. Its petals are truth and radiance. The tip of my dancing blade shall accompany it. Tear your eyes from this duet if you can. Ordinarily I would not perform this for an audience of more than 50, but today is special. Today, blade and flower shall dance as long as you wish. Today is the flower that will steal the hearts of no less than 1,000 spectators. This, my ultimate technique, would normally require all of my magical energy, but for now I have something to provide me all that I need. Thus I have no compunction about allowing it to bloom. Long live the Order of the White Lily, Fleur de Lis. Oh, pretty flower. Oh, this is ridiculous. We will not be. Stage is set. I believe it is time for our finale, Astolfo. Yep, all that's left to do now is take down 1,000 Amazons. Woo! 1,000! What is this? Why do my soldiers now come to my side? They're doing it! They're doing it! Woo! Woo!
This is it, Princessilia. It all ends now.
Indeed, Achilles. Soon you will die by my hand. This will not be like our last battle. I will not permit you to speak of me like you did back then. I am not without mercy, though. I will allow you to meet your death in whatever manner you see fit. Will you face me overcome with fear? You may do so, for I am generous. Will you cry to your allies for aid? You may do so, for I am generous. Will you soil yourself and throw down your spear? You may do so, for I am generous. Will you beg pitifully for your life? You may do so, for I am generous. Whatever you choose, I shall kill you here and now. That much will not change.
You hear that? She means to kill us. And who do you think she's gonna start with? My guess is she'll go straight for you. Megalos, you're up. Or your enemy is the Queen of the Amazons before you.
That voice? Achilles, that's the voice I will never permit to speak such tripe again. I still remember it all too clearly. If all I had in our duel, only to have you slay me. And then as I lay down, you called me beautiful. How dare you! Ah! This thing has gone berserk again. She appears to be responding to Megalos as he gears up for battle. This is coming. All our stats are skyrocketing. She's getting far more dangerous. Fortunately, you at least won't have to worry about her having support from the other Amazons. It's time to put an end to this, Master. Indeed. Locked and load, let's take her down. Chaldean style. But first, I guess we got some basic Amazons to take down. Because she had no support with her at all. And I quote, that was a weird yawn. There we go. Now we're on to the final fight. Well, not of the singularity, obviously, because there's clearly more. I'm kind of curious as to how much more, but that's beside the point. So, break bar time, huh? This is gonna be fun. Okay. Start off with commands. And then let's generate some crit stars here. I also would like to compare and contrast things. Damage potential, that is. Ugh, I did the wrong one. Should have done it on waiver. Oh well. Boop boop boom. I forgot casters have such a high star absorb compared to Zerkers. $126, not bad at all. Golden Rule Beauty. Really, you hate being called beautiful, yet your golden rule is for beauty. Hypocrite much. How long is that debuff immunity for? 3 turns. Ooh, that's actually kind of dangerous for us. Ooh, that sucks. Oh man. She's NP capable, and I can't debuff her to stop this. Okay, she's very likely a single target. So there is that. We have to hope Tomomo survives, so that she can use her NP next turn. Honestly, MHXA might be the one we need to fall here. Agitation. Attack up, defense down. Oh boy. Outrage Amazon. That was brutal. Ooh. That crit hurt. Okay. Yes. Voyager of the Storm Columbus. Tamamamamo. Blast. I debated waiting until I got Waiver and Tamamamama's skills up as well there, but there's no guarantee Tamamamamama will still be alive. We punched through the break bar though. Agitation again. Ouch. There goes Tamamama. So just Penthesilia, she's got 1 debuff resist left. It'll only last the turn. So BB is up to the plate now. And she got the debuff immune back. Columbus. Get a crit buff. You're heading out, Ku? Alright, well, thanks for sticking around. It's been a pleasure having ya. Hopefully you can tune into some more streams and actually make it. You know? It's been nice having you, man. Not a single crit. Wow. It was close. Very close to an NP. didn't get rid of the debuff immunes. Dang it. Buff all allies. If Columbus survives, he should have an NP here. Ooh, if we don't kill her here. That crit from BB did it. Awesome. Well done, BB. And we got another golden Zerker monument thingamajig. Sweetness. Curse you. Once again you would tear off my helmet after seeing my defeat and call me beautiful. You dare speak those words to a vanquished opponent, warrior who fought with all her might. I do not mind dying, I don't even mind losing. It means nothing more than that I was not strong enough to claim my victory. But if you two risked your life in our battle, that is not what you would say to your opponent. If you had truly fought desperately, you would have been relieved to lay alive, flushed with the thrill of victory, elated with the joy of piercing a powerful foe with your spear. Well, at the very least, that is what I would have felt in your place. But you were different, Achilles. That you thought to say such a thing to my face. That moment ago might have been the very face of your doom. That rather than relief at your survival or elation with your victory, such nonsense was the first to cross your mind. It means you never even saw me as a warrior, the very opponent you had been fighting mere moments before. You will pay. You will pay for that humiliation with your life. I even took the form of my younger self, so that even should I lose to you, you would never speak such drivel to me again. Now I see. So this is what she meant the first time we met her. She chose this immature form from her childhood to avoid hearing that same thing again. I can still fight. I can still stand. Just you wait, Achilles. Open your eyes, Penthesilea. Huh? You're Heracles. What's the meaning of this? It looks like she's seeing things clearly now. Indeed, but this changes nothing. Like Achilles, you Greek heroes are sworn enemy. Heracles, you stole my older sister Hippolyta's girdle, threw her nation to chaos and killed her. I shall kill you one day as well. Then there's Theseus, who abducted my younger sister and made him his wife. You cowards, I swear I'll kill you all someday. Yet, it seems that once again I can do nothing but curse your names. Very well then, if that's all I can do, then I curse you. I curse all Greek heroes. The Amazons and the goddesses of fate will avenge me. I curse you! But Thessalia's disappearance confirmed. But the demon god killer isn't there either. So our battle's not over then. Looks that way, but it will be soon. No, did you think I would drop our guard just because our battle was over? I would never do that. Young though I may be, I'd never betray the trust those placed in me. And the subject of trust, I should mention, I must have trusted you from the very start. Well, I'll be damned I never detected a hint of suspicion from you, but you went and deflected that shot like it was nothing. Pity if I could have blown the master's head off there, this would have all been wrapped up nice and neat. What a shame, and here I thought we were all in the same boat together. You were, but I still told them to keep an eye on you before you entered the temple. Christopher Columbus, a world-famous voyager, but also a slave trader and a mass murderer. So one of the conquistadors, there was no way your alignment could be anything but evil. That said, nobody there suspected anything until I told them about you. Fergus, of course, accepted it right away, but it didn't take much to convince Dion or Astolfo.
You must be joking. I got feelings too, you know. Guess the joke's on me for thinking you goody-goodies wouldn't figure me out as long as I kept quiet. Still a mass murderer, huh? Is that really how history came to see me? Whoa! That's a face. All I ever did was try to make my dream come true.
That's a freaking face. Good lord. It looked like he was mummified. Okay, so Columbus is the final boss. King of Slaves. Zerker and Ryder, and we have her only. And she is weak. Fantastic. So, Zerker and Ryder, we need Assassino. Shootin'. and then lineup-wise, you're going in the very back. Alrighty. Let's go. Whoa, that's another creepy face there.
As long as you don't give up, dreams do come true. I'm living proof of that. Take a look around. We're staying at a temple of gold. I've dreamed of a place like this since I read about Zipang in the travels of Marco Polo.
Are you really our enemy? Dude. Afraid so. He only cooperated with us until we got rid of his other enemies for him. And that we have, he's shown his true colors. Foo-foo! He was a wonderful leader for the resistance. He always knew just what to say and his allies looked up to him in every way. And yet there was always something nagging at me, making me wonder if we could really trust him. Not knowing his true name was certainly part of it, but even then I felt something deeper. Now I know what it was. A fundamental difference in values. Sorry, I might have been able to prevent this whole situation if I trusted my misgivings. You have nothing to apologize for, Mash. Nobody should go around sowing the seeds of mistrust without good cause. Never gave much thought to what Columbus might value personally. But if he now means soul harm, then I'll crush him regardless. It's no different from when the other Agartha rulers we fought. We just have to keep all that in mind when we face him.
Well, you talk a big game for such a scrawny kid. You're gonna be a hell of a guy when you grow up. Must be your royal blood, huh? That said, you're so straightforward that I'd bet it'd be real easy for someone to get the drop on you.
Thank you for the warning. Now, what is it that you want? Now that Agartha's rulers have all been defeated, the men you have been fighting free should be able to return to the surface.
What do I want? You actually have to ask. Why, I want to rule this place myself, of course. When I first woke here, I couldn't believe how wonderful this world was. It's a paradise. I see you're still confused. Let me ask you this. What sort of world do you think this is?
Men are cruelly oppressed.
No, you got it backwards. I'm talking about why that's the case. It's the best part of this whole underground world. The fact that woman can multiply endlessly. You saw it for yourselves, didn't you? Just a bit of seed and bam, a whole new woman. I couldn't believe it. It was like God had answered my prayers and brought all my dreams to life.
He wants a harem.
Well, I have to spell that out too, because you can sell them for a high price.
Oh, or that.
You can use women for all sorts of things, after all, and to make it even better, these women are stronger than men, which means they can do all sort of heavy labor that used to be just for male slaves. On top of that, it's easy to make practically endless amounts of them in no time at all. They don't even come out as children. It's the slave trader's dream.
You're a horrible person, Christopher Columbus. No country in the world condones slavery anymore.
Huh? You think I don't know that? Of course I do, but that's just how it is in this day and age, right? Nobody had a problem with it in my era. I'm just acting according to the values of my own time. And it's not like my people invented slavery. Greece, Rome, the Middle East, it's been around forever. And that means all your experience you come from those times used slaves back when they were alive, and they didn't think anything of it. Some of those heroic spirits hear the slavery frowned upon now and decide to go with the times. Others hear that it's frowned upon, but decide slaves are still too useful to give up. That's all it comes down to, right? Who gets to decide whether it's right or wrong? When I grew up, slavery was normal. Who are you to tell me that was wrong?
That's a complex subject, and it very much is.
I have to say, though, God certainly hands out blessings and trials in equal measure. I thought as much back when I crossed the Atlantic. When I first woke to this dream world come to life, I was already ruled by 3 queens, and I really lost all my memories. Maybe whoever saw me made a mistake somewhere, I couldn't say. Still, I may not have had my memories, but it was still me. So I followed my heart and set out to make my dream come true. First, things came completely hopeless, and I never gave up. Now, how did I get started? Oh yes. The first thing I knew was a place to hide out safely.
Helena? Oh man, what's going on? Can't believe I'm actually here in Agartha. Take that, all you arrogant skeptics. I knew it existed. I had to after I said it did. I still don't know who summoned me here or why. But then, of course, I would be here. I have to be here. Bet anything Mahatama had a hand in this. These peaches are delicious. Their water so clean, they should make a great home base. Now, what should I investigate first? There's Shambhala, the Agarthans. I can tell I'm going to have my hands cool just covering them all. There's much to say. One step for girl, one giant leap for the occult.
Sorry to raid on your parade, but do you have a minute?
Agarthan. You're an Agarthan, aren't you? I have so many questions. What sort of ultimate truth have you arrived at? Why did you grow your beard that way? Is there some sort of spiritual thing?
Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm in the same boat you are. I'm just a stray servant who was summoned here without any idea of what's going on.
Aw, so you're just another servant. Phooey. So, what's up? What do you want, then?
Yeah, just so we're in the same boat. I've been looking for somewhere safe and end up here just like you. I was thinking we could help each other out.
Help each other out, huh? I guess it would be tough to cover all the fieldwork on my own. And while it might be handy to have someone around to gather more mundane information while I go about seeking the ultimate truth. Okay, you've got yourself a deal. I'll be the brains, you'll be the...
Great, thanks. In that case, it'd be really helpful to me if you died. Whoa!
Okay, that's a face as well. Columbus has the freakiest fucking faces. What the...
I got a nice safe hideout and you get to disappear. Everybody wins.
And he killed Helena, who I don't have too much emotional attachment to.
I remember. Now, I killed a caster when I first discovered the Peach Blossom Spring. She seemed too smart to go along with what I had planned, so I had to get rid of her just to be safe.
And even your hideout was built on someone else's sacrifice? I never did find out what happened to Helen after she disappeared from Chaldea. Wonder if...
Of course, there's gonna be sacrifices. I'm trying to claim this utopia all for myself, after all. I'm gonna found my own country here, a kingdom of dreams with an unlimited supply of slaves. Now the groundwork has been laid. The leader has defeated the woman of this world and made the new one. That's how this world works. The question is, now that Penthesilea has been defeated, who's going to be that new leader?
You aren't looking for a diplomatic solution.
Of course not. You already know why I chose to make my move now, don't you? Because I already have the perfect slave. Thanks for handing me the reins to this guy, Scheherazade.
This is perhaps the biggest wrinkle in all of this. I would have made sure to stop you from giving him control of Megalos if I'd been there. It's too bad that our communications weren't working back then. Because if there's one thing a slave trader should never have, it's a great hero in his service.
At last, this new world is almost mine. I can't wait to drop my anchor. You're up, my big, beautiful slave. It's time to put that monstrous power of yours to good use.
Master, we can't let him win. Let's get him. Okay, so... I guess there was seedlings of it from the beginning that Columbus was evil. It seems like a very overblown evil, in my opinion, though. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I read anything about Columbus. I think we want to take out Megalos first here. But it's been a long, long time since I've read anything about Christopher Columbus, so... yeah. That mildly colors my opinion. There we go, shooting's ready to go. Ow. He was mean. But I'm about to be a little bit meaner, I hope. Excuse me. Okay. I think we're gonna go with shootings as second. And a buster. I think the audio is delayed at this point now as well. But I can't be 100% sure. Not bad. Not bad. Also, the main reason I'm focusing Megalos is generally... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He actually has the evasion. Excuse me. Generally, as I was saying, it's for whole turn. When a when there's multiple enemies and one of them is clearly in the leader role, the leader role tends to give benefits when they lose their first break bar, I found. That was close. Okay. That happened. Somehow. Excuse me. Wonder why it ended there. Some outside interference, perhaps? Astolfo and Dion, that would be outside interference. Astolfo. And rather than NHXA, I'm bringing Tama to the party. Alright. Let's do this. Gah!
You should know better than most just how strong this hero is. And then there's my anchor every time I drop it, another part of my dreams come true. On one island I find a land of healthy indigenous people just waiting to be enslaved. On another island I have a mountain of gold ready to be traded for glass beads. I can't wait to see what I'll find on this island. Santa Maria. Drop anchor.
Yeah, they're kind of a dangerous duo. Ah! I don't want to die. Wowee, that was rough, but we made it. Are you alright, Master? Yay, are you two alright? Gotta be honest, I'm pretty much out of gas here. We do not defeat all the Amazons, but it seems there's no longer any need to. As they are merely standing around staring blankly into space, I take it you've defeated Phantasms? Yes, we did, but unfortunately... It seems our misgivings were well founded.
Well, look at you two jumping into the fray. What good little allies you are. You are, of course, welcome to join us. I can almost certainly find buyers who would pay a great deal for slaves of your particular bent. Talk about a priceless opportunity. Though, of course, I'll have to put some kind of price to you if I'm to be paid for my trouble.
Ally, sir? That reminds me of something I need to confirm.
Oh, and what might that be? Go on, ask me anything.
Are you the one who sent fire to the hideout?
Got it in one. Really, who else could it be? I mean, that fire was actually... Oh, come on. Now, think about it. We were up against Amazons, right? If they'd actually found our hideout, they wouldn't have just set it on fire. They'd come after us with axes and swords, and their war cry to finish us off for good. But then why would you destroy our own hideout? Why? Because your useless good-for-nothings were practically shaking your boots at the idea of facing the Amazons again, of course. When his crew's freaking out, a good captain uses every tool at his disposal to keep the ship moving. Sometimes he'll keep 2 separate logbooks, other times he'll sketch the facts as far as they can go to claim the land is near. It was the same thing here. I had to burn it all down to keep you useless idiots moving forward, to make you steel yourselves and convince you had to keep fighting in order to survive. I couldn't have you little turds sending yourself to being slaves after coming this far. You are my slaves. You're the pawns I need to claim this world for myself. You don't get to change masters until I say so. But then all along, we were just... After I claimed the Peach Blossom string, the next thing I needed was soldiers. Naturally, I quickly realized that the men fed up with their Latin life were my best bet. I have to say, you were a fine crew. None of you ever suspected I was anything less than altruistic. I'm pretty used to putting down mutinies on my ships, so it was a pleasant surprise not to have to bother with that for you lot. So many of us died because we trusted you. I know, it broke my heart to see so many useful laborers without a chance to sell them off.
That's a very ugly face.
But that's not enough to make me give up on my dream. It's like I always told you, as long as you don't give up, one day you'll reach your destination.
She doesn't break character for a minute, does he? There's no reason one cannot be both a positive thinker and an evil person. It merely makes one an all the more despicable villain. I've known a number of people like him in my time, but I've never seen one so unabashed. I feel the same. At any rate, I feel much better now that you and Astolfo are here. Certain that you will be able to wound him badly in the last battle. You can do this, Master. This world is not for you. Alright. Here we go. Ooh. That was my wrist. Round 2. Did I give you? I didn't give you. Damn it. I was supposed to be giving Tamamamamamamamamamamo the one thing. You guys know what thing I'm talking about, of course. Okay. Well, lacking that, it's just gonna be straight damage time. Or rather, straight doing her at NP2 regardless time. Excuse me. Ouch. That really hurt me. Hurt my feelings more than anything else. Okay, all benefits are a go. Like this. Tamamama will get the MP overcharge, which increases damage against male enemies, which Megalos most definitely is. Columbus is charmed, meaning he's out of order for the turn. We might be able to break the first bar here if we're lucky. Yes. 1 bar broken. 2 bars remaining. Little less health. Allocating deteriorating crit rate up, quick resist down, that looks like it said. Crit rate up is very, very dangerous, however. Getting Shuten's NP up will be a very kind of wise idea, honestly. I fake, I hate it. So now we have to turn and take focus on Columbus. Do the basic gander. And turn focus to Columbus. Shuten can get NP charge, as can Waver, which will give us another turn of stun. That's a good amount of NP gain for Shuten. She's shooting high and dry. Okay, and Waver. Go for an Arts Chain for some NP for Tama. Get some stuns and NP drainage here, please. Got the NP drainage and a stun on Columbus, but no stun on Megalos. Oh no. And there goes Tama. That hurts a fair bit. Backup 1 is Chloe. Not a bad backup, mind you, but not as good as Tama. We will build the NP gauge. We need Waver to survive this round, though. Should Waver survive, we get Shuten and potentially Chloe's NPs next round. Conquistador EX, Buster and crit rate up. And Megalos is NP ready, set, go. Waver's going down regardless of what we do. So let's keep everybody else up. Actually, Shuten might get a kill here. Yeah, Shuten could possibly get a kill here with her NP. We'll find out. She's definitely going to push through Columbus's break bar, which I'm not too psyched about, but can't really avoid it. She did not break through her Berserk, though. She barely touched his anyways. Words of encouragement to hard workers. Ignore invincible. Oh! That is mean. Ignore invincibility. That's a freaking jerk play. Okay. Get Columbus stunned. Columbus needs to fall. Because he's NP ready. And I can't allow that NP to go off, but I don't think I'll be able to avoid the NP going off. Damn it. That ignore invincibility is what got me there. Missed. Damn it. Why does he have to have such a weird face? And we failed. Withdraw. Okay. That's the first quest we failed in this whole Agartha bit. But I think we can take it down still. Fruit. We tried a guest servant. Let's bring in that. And then Tama, actually give her demonic Bodavista this time. Alright. Let's do this proper. No more cheesing around. It's time to go all in. We need to make sure Columbus does not break through the first bar while Megalos has an NP at the ready. Because that is what literally killed us. Okay. Next up, we need to gain NP independently. At least one of these two needs to hit 10. Would have been nice, at least. That works for me. Alright. And do that for shooting, just so it's out of the way. Switch Merlin with Waver. And you know what? We're not even going to need to use Shootin's NP here. It's gonna burst through Megalos with just Tama. Alright, here we go, here we go. Damage, good damage. Real good damage. First bar is broken. Bar numero dos. Ouch. Leave Merlin alone, please. Okay, now we have a shoot and an NP blast. With Midsummer's Curse. And we will do an attack buff as well. It's risky not protecting Merlin here, but I think we can get away with it. Or not, because of course he would AoE. twice in the same damn round. That's BS. Straight up BS. Okay, we can still knock out the first bar, or the next bar of Megalos. We just need to... The stun is what I like. Alright. Pure crits. Or pure busters, rather. Come on, Tama. Yes. So another bar broken. Okay. Megalos is ready. Can we get another turn of stun? We can indeed. Okay. Tama's got the target focus on her, so... Restore HP. Oh, and it got rid of the debuff. That's good. That's real good. Okay. If I could get NP2 Tama, I know that Megalos would go down here, but that's very much easier said than done. Okay. BB is going down. No ifs, ands, or buts. Chloe evasion. Tama, get buffed here. Because you are hitting hard. So when BB goes down, that'll leave Waver, Chloe, and Tama as the last servants standing. Tama will be down for a turn. Chloe's NP might very well be ready, though. In fact, it should be ready. Both of their NPs should. And it'll be just Columbus when Megalos goes down. Oh, he was... you know what? Even with evasion, Chloe can punch through that. Oh, and Tamamo's not stunned. Ooh, that's good. That's real good. But Chloe's got Megalos's number here. Yeah, Chloe has Megalos's number. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Debuff immune, man. I completely forgot she had that on her. And sure hit gets the kill. Megalos is down, it's just Columbus. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Tamamo can get an NP. That's so lucky. So very lucky. No overcharge, unfortunately, but every NP matters. Still alive with Tama. Tama will be able to punch through this break bar. BAQ. Get us some good crit star gen for next turn so that Chloe and Waver are going to be the only two against 150,000. The ignore invincibility could be bad. There goes Tama. Okay, Chloe has an NP in next turn. Waver has his NP in 2 turns, I do believe. That's good. Waver's weak to this dude, though, so that's not so good. Chloe's NP ready. Chloe is frickin' dead. that ticks me off so much. God damn his crit. There's no way Waver's got this, so... You know what? By the power of my command seals, rise again and take this son of a gun down. Oh, hey, Speedy. Yep. I am not losing this far in. I am not. I am too far in now. It's too late in the day. I'm gonna have to be going to bed soon, and I want to finish Agartha before I have to go to bed. How many more sections is there? Please tell me there's not many. Please tell me there's not too many sections left. I haven't. Is it? Maybe that's the next section? I hope. Okay. Daily quest done. Woo! Daily quest, daily quest. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Daily quest. Woo hoo hoo. I am taking out my contacts, though. My eyes are starting to very much dry out. Megalos has nothing to say. I can see that much, despite my horrible vision. You did it! Megalos is shut down! You haven't finished it yet either? Wow.
Damn it!
It's over, Columbus.
Oh no, it isn't. Not yet. I'm not giving up. I'll never give up.
You can barely stand. If there ever was a time to give up, this is it. What more can you possibly... Wait, is that...
Good thing I had this stashed away.
Oh, crap, is that a Tamatebako? Must have still had one hidden on... Damn, we have to stop him from using it.
Too late. You'll never make it in time. Here, Megalos, I've got a little pick-me-up for you. It's way better than dried meat and wine. Go ahead and take as much magical energy as you want.
This is bad if Megalos gets a second wind while we're still exhausted.
Oh?
Did an arrow just send the Tamatebako flying? I don't know. They're very... From what I remember as a kid, he was never so much portrayed as a villain as they are pushing him as a villain in this. I'd honestly have to look up Christopher Columbus himself properly before I can make any judgments, but he honestly seems like an overblown, overdramatized villain. Who fired that, though?
I didn't think it would actually hit, but I guess that all the training paid off. It's just like you always said, Captain. The important thing is to never give up. You worthless excuse for a slave. You're not even fit to scrub my boots.
Yeah, he is more than a bit cartoony. Have you seen his frickin' faces, man? That is just horrendous. He is very much overblown, I think, in FGO. Though, again, I haven't read up on Christopher Columbus in a long time, so... If that's so, because as far as I'm concerned, you're not fit to even be wearing those boots. It's over. You did it. That one is fatal, but please be careful, Fergus. Yes, I know. This is where the Demon God Pillar will...
Damn it. I'm sorry, God. I ended up wasting all the good luck you gave me. But I'm not giving up. The next time I'm summoned, I'll find another treasure island to make my fortune. I can't wait. I'm counting the days already.
Huh? He's gone, just like that. And there goes Herc. Megalos as well. Must have completely destroyed the spirit origins, but in that case...
It appears the story has reached its conclusion. In that case, I trust you wouldn't mind if I interject. Or to be more precise, I've accumulated so much evidence so quickly that I've only now reached a point where I can interject.
What are you saying, Holmes?
I do, of course, clearly understand that there is no need for me to involve myself in this matter, but Given my nature, I'm afraid I'm compelled to do so regardless. Now then, Miss Carolite, I see of your brow furrowed quite a sweat. Would you care to elaborate on the mystery that still plagues you? That will explain how this whole matter began and most likely how it will end.
I did. I most certainly did. He was very... personally, again, I have not read up on Christopher Columbus since I was in grade school. And that was a very different picture I was painted back then. But he seems very overblown as a villain, personally. Like, very overblown. His facial expressions... The facial expressions were a little bit over the top. He did not look... I don't know. He didn't even look human. He looked like a mummy in those. Our goal in coming here was to carry out the Remnant Order. But we still haven't found the Demon God Pillar, even though we know it's somewhere here in Agartha.
Precisely. To be honest, I'm a bit disappointed. The evidence is so clear that it practically leads you to the conclusion by the nose. Nonetheless, since I know you'd be something of a fan of mine, Miss Carolite, I shall take this occasion to repeat one of my best-known lines. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. In that case, the impossible is the notion that a demon god pillar could not possibly have been hiding within one of the leaders of the three nations in Agartha. And that's my problem. He is that bad IRL, and elementary schools glorify him. Yeah, the Columbus that is being described does not explain the Christopher Columbus that I knew and learned of back when I was in grade school. I don't know. It's weird. It's a very, very weird disconnect. That its signal remains after defeating all prior suspects proves that none of them were the culprits. We can safely eliminate Chaldea's servants from this pool of suspects as well. While not impossible for the pillar to have hidden within one of them, doing so would have been needlessly complicated. Now, it seems fair to assume that the servants you met in Agartha who originated from Chaldea were forcefully summoned here to serve specific roles. While they may not function as hooks and page turners to propel one through the story, they are high unlikely to be part of the main cast. So, given all that, what is that remains? Who is the one surviving servant we have met here in Agartha that has no relation whatsoever to Chaldea? What's with this background? Really? And thus the story is complete. Thank you. He is a permanent part of Chaldea. I do remember that. So Miss I'm freaking terrified of dying is aligned with the demon god pillar. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Story comes to fruition. No battles, a one-part section. Okay, should be easy enough. We are very clearly coming to the wind-up here. Okay. Gonna say anything? We're gonna just stare at each other? Look into each other's eyes? Hello? Scheherazade, can you hear me? I think FGO might have crashed. In which case... Yep, restart time. Restart time. It is a restart time. There we go. The audio was out of sync at that point as well, so I was going to restart eventually anyways. Well, I wasn't, because, you know, it's like literally almost time for stream end. But I think if this is coming to the end, we can finish this. Not Chaldea Gate, but Agartha. Yes, it's been ages since I played it, though, to be fair. Like, ages upon ages since I last played it. Because it doesn't download individually, it downloads everything at once, and that just takes forever. You're the one behind all this. I played it for quite some time, to be fair. Huh? I don't understand. What do you mean by the story is complete?
Very well, my one miscast. Now that everything is concluded, I shall tell you. It's very simple. In brief, I created Agartha by having my noble phantasm, my stories, erode the real world. Put differently, you have all been inside my 1001 nights this entire time. What? That doesn't make any sense. 1001 Nights does have a story set in an underground world, but it's nothing like this. And needless to say, they definitely didn't include the Nightless City, El Dorado, the Peach Garden, or the Dragon Palace. That may be, but I never told the tales of Aladdin or Alibaba when I was alive, either. Now I see. The 1001 Nights, as we know them now, contain a number of parts that were added over the course of various retellings. But if she's able to use them all without any issue, it may be that she gets to decide what the 1001 Nights are. Indeed, stories I learned through books, stories I improvised myself. Stories that came after my time, but that I could have plausibly told. The 1001 Nights were never a fixed set, but a malleable collective that grew over time. As such, it only makes sense that I would have a right to choose what goes into them. Now that you point that out, I can see the connection between this world and your noble phantasm. It wasn't so much too many games to manage for me. It was I was getting frustrated of getting really good times and then losing my placing. Fiction or not, everything here is a part of a story. I might have realized sooner if I had paid more attention to that. Then again, maybe I didn't realize it because there's still something I can't quite believe. The sheer scale and rigidity of this world. This is on a whole other level from the monster Shakespeare wrote into existence in Shinjuku. Here it's more like the rules of this world, rather this entire singularity, is a story in itself. That's the equivalent of rewriting reality. That would have been an incredibly powerful spell, something on par with the reality marble. I guess it could be possible for Demon God Pillar, but still. I suspected as much. All stories, whether they be fiction or non-fiction, have an element of authenticity. Even non-fiction? Of course, after all, when one is describing events as a story, by definition those events are not taking place in reality. Okay, English please. What's all that mean? It means even the evidence was in plain sight from the beginning. Every servant here has some manner of inauthenticity to them. That is proof that this has all been a story. What do you mean by that, Holmes? The underground domain has blended together story and reality to an even greater degree than Shinjuku. In Shinjuku, that blend merely occurred as a result of Bale's choice to use the no phantom spirits, but at Agartha I sense it to be a deliberate choice. Once this unnatural underground space is created, heroic spirits were summoned to it, with significant alterations made to them. Some reactions were all but inevitable in such a process. In this case, I believe they were the story each servant was made to perform. Every servant here? I did indeed. Let us begin with the most obvious examples. Surely there was something that struck you as inauthentic about them? Christopher Columbus had amnesia. Heracles was Heracles Megalos, an enormous slimy beast in constant berserk state. And Drake was Dahoot. Those are certainly the clearest examples, but I'm afraid I had no other choice. After all, Pirate Princess Dahuta, the ruler of Wise, was simply impossible to summon as a servant. I see, that puts one in mind of phantom spirits. Yeah, to be honest, Wu Zetian and the Nightless City had been nagging me for a while now. What do you mean? They're from an entirely different period. Wu Zetian is the Tang Dynasty, while the Nightless City is from the Han. I let it pass by me at first since they both came from China, but when you think about it, it makes no sense for Wu Zetian to be ruler of the Nightless City. They have no connection other than their country, and they're hundreds of years apart historically. Assuming that was indeed Wu Zetian's inauthenticity, then the final piece is the Amazons, the most elementary of all errors. They fall into much the same category as Wu Zetian in that their historical domain differed greatly from the land they controlled here. Yeah, they lived in the jungle. Precisely. Those who lived in the jungles of South America, the ones who protected El Dorado, are entirely different from the warrior men of Greek mythology. Some believe that the tribe of women who lived in the jungle only came to be associated due to their similarity in myth. And that is why the river in the surrounding area came to be known as the Amazon. In essence, the Greek figures were no more than the model for those in the story of El Dorado. And the fact that Phantasms lived in El Dorado was itself another inauthenticity. And then, there's me, the fledgling warrior, the Fergus who's nothing like the Fergus you all know. Herzada, you said I was their one miscast. What do you mean by that? Fergus MacRoic, your intended role was to stir up Agartha, though in a different way than Heracles. I had read that you are the embodiment of male sexuality, that you required 7 women every night just to satisfy your lust. I thought you would be even lustier if I summoned you in your youth, but you ended up being too young. I could not have imagined that you would appear as a boy uncomfortable around women to the point that you could not even raise a hand against one. You are by far my greatest miscalculation. Miscalculation? So only hereby because of a mistake. Pointless side character, half-baked extra. I hate to admit it, but that makes a lot of sense. I haven't even begun to help in any single battle so far. Didn't matter whether I was there or not. But that's only true for audience. For me, this adventure has been... Fergus. Yes, Master. Fergus' authenticity is his youth. Essentially everything we see before us now. One might go so far as to assert that every other servant who may have been summoned here and eliminated prior to our meeting would have had some sort of inauthentic characteristic about them. Then the noble phantasm you were using before all this time, Alphalaya Walaya, the 1001 Nights. That is what you used to create this world and to summon twisted forms of servants to fill it. I only have one question. Why would you do such a thing? You really did have to ask. I thought my desire had been made quite clear. I have certainly voiced it often enough. Then your objective is to live his long life. No, I never said anything like that. All I want is to not die. That's the same thing. Not in the slightest. As long as you are alive, you will one day have to die. Excuse me, but you do know we're all servants, right? What difference does that make? To exist now inevitably means dying later. It's the same thing. In the end, we servants are nothing more than familiars. Once our task is finished, we disappear. That too is death. It was the same chill, solitude, and misery, the same terrifying intercourse with nothingness as you cease to exist. I cannot stand it. I spent every one of those 1001 nights wishing for nothing more than to not die. Every fibre of my being is terrified of death. And as a spirit, the only way for me to ever avoid dying is to destroy the world. The man who summoned me thought that. That man must be the Demon God Pillar. When she first showed up, I of course scanned her for Demon God Pillar's signal. If she really is the one who's been working with him, then how did they avoid detection? Let's not forget the other little tiny thing she brought up. Did you say that destroy the world? Agartha's stories are much related to the stories, and those servants who summoned here mingle and fight. And ultimately comes to fruition once they disappear. My noble phantasm gives stories form. His power made them real. Very soon my story, the story of Agartha, will assume the form it was always meant to take. Earthquake? Oh boy. Should have just given us adult Fergus. Would have been interesting. No, it's not that. I can't believe it. Your ZX coordinates are rising rapidly. It's moving. The sky is splitting. It's like the entire space is moving upward. Sky Island fight? Oh! Oh, what the? There's a real sky instead of a rocky ceiling now. Possibly mean to tell me we were flying? This is Agartha's final form come to life. Another story all its own. This is now the floating city of Laputa. I've given up everything I had to the king in order to not die. Not only my stories, but my body as well. As such, there can only be no more fitting name for this finale than Laputa. The Whore. Rise, Laputa, gaze down upon the earth and plummet towards it. You shall be the last of the mythical cities that destroyed the world's natural laws. Oh, she's intending to destroy the world in that way. What is it with these guys wanting to crash big objects into the world to destroy it? Whee! True. Very true, it would work. Okay, this looks awesome now. I'll miss the underground sort of look, though. Okay, it's just lagging heavily. Golden Temple, Woman of Agartha, 25 AP. This is very clearly the last one because of the thing. That is 6 nodes worth. Caster and Unknown, that means Demon God Pillar. We will take along Astolfo with us. Not shooting. AoE. You know what? Not even AoE Rider. Let us bring the girls that have been power leveled. Alrighty, and we'll bring Astolfo to 4th position. Alright, let's go. Gonna try and rush this as fast as I can because I need to be getting a shower soon so I can get to bed. Oh, we're flying! We're actually flying! How is this happening? I'd forgotten we were still here. This is bad, they're starting to panic. Hey, I've got a job for you guys. Huh? Real simple. Get out of here. Find as many of the men imprisoned here as you can and round them all up. Once you've done that, I want you to meet us back by the boats we used to get here. Oh, and don't worry about the Amazons. They should be busy zoning out like zombies. You could even steal their horses if you wanted. Now go on, hurry it up.
Okay, we're on it.
Well done. That was an excellent idea, giving them a job so they wouldn't have time to panic. Heh, people are always telling me I'm the sort who comes through when things are getting real bad. Besides, we were gonna have to do something about the Ben still in prison here at some point anyway. All the more now, so now that we literally have liftoff. Indeed, not to mention this area is likely to become even more dangerous, so it would certainly be best not to have ordinary humans close at hand. Now then. Now that our spectators have left for the time being, Miss Scheherazade, please allow me to ask you a question. Where exactly do you intend to have this place plummet? Nowhere in particular. Any heavily populated city will do. Now it's starting to shift horizontally too. It's definitely setting a course somewhere. We need to act and quickly. At least right now, we've still above uninhabited Nepal's mountains. We got at least somewhere some people seeing this. And these last few minutes alone are going to be a nightmare for the Mages Association of this time period to clean up. And if that weren't enough, you're also going to drop this huge landmass on a heavily populated city? This is a disaster. It would be a catastrophe like never seen before. Hundreds of thousands of people would die. I'm afraid it could be orders of magnitude greater than that. Think matters worth of magic won't be the physical realm. We're still experiencing the after effects of glacier. Most of the world isn't completely stabilized yet. There's no telling what this sort of chaos could unleash. That's exactly the point. There's a reason why I'm going to have a fictional city destroy a real one. By doing so, I will destroy the concept of mystical secrets. What? Once Laputa plummets into a real city, people everywhere will be forced to accept the piece of fiction is real, and the place that destroyed it and the people it killed. Once that happens, it will change the world. Everyone will know that mystical beings exist, and in consequence, everyone will attempt to learn their secrets for themselves. Eventually, the mysticality will become an ordinary part of everyone's lives. And if that actually happens, then... Indeed, once mystic has become available to all, there will cease to be mystics in the first place. That is the future I wish to bring about. A world where mystics lose all substance and power, so servant-summoning system becomes obsolete. Huh? Otherwise, I'll have to die again and again. I'll have to constantly live in fear of death. I'll never be able to escape the insidious of knowing death is assured whenever I am summoned. You would go so far just to avoid death. Can't you understand how I feel? No, I can't. Your fear of death is out of proportion for any living creature. Isn't death your idea of yourself dying, then something has gone wrong with your life. Let me share what I held back that night. Our perspectives on death couldn't be more different. Oh, I know Magecraft works off mystery. That's why they'll cease the extraverse. Magecraft is dead. I'm a warrior. From the day I was born, I've been taught to die in honor. The only aspect of death we fear is that we might die having violated our pride or our gaze, not death itself. Death's inevitable for all living things. The path you take to your death is your life. You should be fighting what led you to fear death, not to such a degree, not death itself. You surprise me, young Fergus. You are far more composed than most warriors twice your age. Your grown self must be a wise and kind warrior indeed. Oh yeah, because he would try and unravel all the mysteries in the world. And the world doesn't like that. I'm right there with all you, but now's not the time. But I'm not that strong. I never was, for I'm not a warrior. I'm simply I cannot help but wish not to die. That is all I can think about. All I can think about. I don't want to be strangled. I don't want to be cut. I don't want to be flogged. I don't want to be burned. I don't want to be stabbed. I don't want to be starved. I don't want to be shot. I don't want to be eaten. I don't want to be crushed. I don't want to be poisoned. There are so many ways to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die no matter what. That's all I've ever wanted. These stories were my lifeline. A thin, flimsy lifeline comprised solely of words I strung together reluctantly, uncertainly. And 1001 Nights. That's right, Master. I know the story of 1001 Nights, the Arabian Nights as well. And that time there was a king who was taking virgins' wives and killing them the next morning. And you volunteered to stop him because it was the right thing to do, didn't you? At first, yes. But do you know what it's like to spend night after night with a deranged king who no longer trusts women? The fear that comes with never knowing if the next day will be your last. You couldn't be reasoned with or bargained with. You would simply kill women for no reason at all. I could have been killed merely because the wind blew or because it rained. Anything that could have set him off. And of course, it was impossible. He grew tired of my stories and decided to kill me rather than wait to find out what happens next. It was as though I lived in a poisonous insect who could kill me with a single sting. That is why after some time, all I had left was the desire not to die. And that was all I had. I devoted my entire being toward fulfilling it. Words, expressions, presence, grace, servitude, demeanor, opinions, changes, worldview, stories, pleasure, temperature, uselessness, usefulness, submissiveness, stimulation. I gave up everything I had so I wouldn't have to die. And that long last, after 1,000 terrible nights, the king finally came to his senses. After all that, when I had lived my one and only life, I was forced to become a heroic spirit. While I had been shaped into solely not to die, and I went to become a thing that is doomed to repeatedly summon and always disappear. Kings are both great in stature and foolish in mind. Agartha has proven itself as much. A single person attempting to lead a nation will inevitably end in discord. Regardless of whether that discord leads to failure among its people or failure in the nation itself. I know now that their responsibilities for either outcome falls on the king. From the outside, the king will appear foolish or even tyrannical. No matter how skilled a warrior they are, kings who cannot accept that foolishness will not stay king. My future self knows that well. Nothing I can say could make up for the suffering you endured spending 1,000 nights with such a foolish king. But I can say this. I won't let you destroy the world simply because you don't want to die. We Celtic warriors see the world as a battlefield of honor, and your story contains no hint of honor. Yeah, you know, I don't really get what's going on right now, but I do know I definitely don't want the servant system going away. That would mean I'd never get to visit any new places or meet anyone new. Or get to send anyone off to a world with encouragement ever again, right? That'd be awful. But I don't want to forget those tears. I'm a Knight of the White Lily, sworn to protect France, and directly though it might be, I'm proud to say that I can continue my duty even in death. If you wish to remove the means of fulfilling my duty, then it makes you an enemy of France and me. Well, that, I can't loudly cause catastrophe. No, I can't. Well said, Master. If a landmass this size struck the Earth, the damage would be truly cataclysmic. You absolutely had to prevent that, no matter what. Fearing death, clinging to life, attempting to destroy everything, that may be the same Demon King's plans. But she has nothing beyond that. She has no intention of remaking the planet, nor starting over. All she's doing is trying to destroy the world out of petty personal desire. Again, she has nothing beyond that. I did not know how much the Demon God Influencer had influence on her, but the whole idea is twisted. She's trying to commit suicide by destroying the world, all so that she never has to die again. Don't put such a sign me. I would just as soon as leave the world out of this if I could. That one who summoned me told me that there was one who voluntarily disappeared from the throne of his own accord. How I envy him. Things would have been so much easier. Oh, she did not. She did not. Oh, this bitch. She's... Oh. I love to be completely every great person has finished business. Only those who succeed at leaving nothing at all behind can leave their spirit. His soul is never transmigrate. No one will ever tell stories again. There will be no choice but to disappear into the void. And you envy him? Don't you say anything, Master? I feel the same way. She has no idea of the fury. She's just incited. Come on, let's show her just how wrong-headed. Yeah, this is gonna hurt, bitch. Well, it wants us not to die, nothing more. Why are you trying to subject me to that again? How could you be so cruel? I suppose if I don't want to die, you'll let me you'll let me go no matter how beautiful the grays I present. I have nothing against you, soul. If anything, I envy you too. Out of everyone here, you're the only one who will never have to die again once you are dead. People do die when they are dead, though. And you made the wrong mistake in envying the wrong person. Because that's spitting on what he did. Alright, but in all seriousness, after this fight, I don't think I'm going to be able to continue just because it is so late in the evening. I need to shower and I need to get to bed. I have not slept in so long. It is ridiculous. I am beat tired, so I'm finishing this battle and then I'm going to have to call it a night. I completely forgot she can Charm Waver. I honestly didn't think... I thought it was going to be her and a Demon God Pillar, completely honest. Not her and a bunch of nobodies. Waver is taking a beating, though. I freely admit that. Ooh, that was a bad stun. Okay. I doubt that this battle will end if I kill her. It won't end if I kill her, so... Oh, that was a waste of an NP. No, I'm not wasting an NP like that. I am not wasting an NP like that. I thought for sure Melt could take out the basic things, but I guess not. Ugh. I reject that reality and overwrite it with a new one. Yeah, I probably should. She's the one with the NP after all. Okay, this does get crit stars. I completely forgot about that. In all honesty, I was kind of worried that Melt would just melt her, but, you know... Very true. There we go, that's one bar down. Moonlight shining on a spring. She applied target focus to the mobs. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. I never thought it would work like that. Okay. Well, now her target focus is gone. She does have an Aoe attack, I do believe. I remember hearing. So, stun. Because I really would rather not lose my front line here. At least not yet. That did jack. It generated a fair bit of crit stars, though. Ooh, that's not good. Or maybe it could be. Defense buff is high 40% or something. In that case, it might be a good idea to focus on something else until that... oh wait, the defense buff is gone. Never mind. Okay, come on, Astolfo. I was hoping Waver wouldn't go down there. Is it a chance thing? Because I honestly didn't know. Awesome stun there, BB. I had no idea. Until now. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. And I can't avoid it. I should have swapped out Mount, shouldn't I? Ooh. Well, we're gonna see how bad this is gonna hurt. Oh, she has an MP strength up. Okay, yep. I'm not losing Melt there. Because I need to finish this battle so I can take my shower so I can get to bed. And I'm not letting it be a loss. So, yes, I am cheesing this. I am very much cheesing this. Honestly, this stream's gonna have to finish on Wednesday's stream, but, you know, I'm fine with that. Chloe. Stand by for battle. And actually, this could hit quite hard. If she crit, that is, but she didn't. So never mind. Arcs down. That hurts. Okay. These are the last 3 warriors of mine. Last 2. You just drained my frickin' NP. She needs to die. Jin. Ow. It may be a Melt versus Shahara battle. Chloe didn't hit by the MP down, but... okay. I need to think this through. Properly. Yeah. It's gotta be that. The MP... yeah, you're right. You're right. Do it like this. Let's hope Chloe survives. Oh. She target focused. Stop. Boo indeed. Okay. Annoying. Very, very annoying, but, you know. She doesn't have the ability to do that ever again. The only thing is I am limited in my health. Oh, son of a... It would be a frickin' Spriggan, wouldn't it? They would throw a frickin' Spriggan at me. Oh, that hurt. Heh. Heh heh. Heh. Yeah. This has been a close fight. Oh. Screw it. I'm saying screw it here. At this point. I'm finishing this battle. You know what? No. No. I'm gonna just call it here for the night. On Wednesday, we can finish it when I'm hopefully more awake. But right now, I am tired, and I need to be getting to bed. So I'm gonna call this stream here. We will finish Agartha on Wednesday, though. So thank you all so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure chatting with you all. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a good night, everybody.